This is a presentation of the Universal Machinery Nail Mate. It's an automatic nailing system that will nail a pallet from stringers, deck boards to completion. We start here on this side. This is the firing box. This is a timer that gives you the increments of time in which your guns will fire. You can change the duration there. This is what turns your guns on and off, so if you're going to do something to your guns, you can simply switch them off with here. This is the auto hold and fire, and you can turn them off, and that's how you can check to see if their pin's firing. This is your switch that tells the gun when to fire. This switch, when it goes past these, will fire, so they need to be in line with the deck boards on your pallet. When you get done with your bottom and you flip it over, this will actually rotate, and it'll give you a different sequence. You can see here, this 3-band system is for a wider deck board, or a 6-inch board. The 2 here are for a 3-inch board. Moving on around, this is your emergency stop. So you're traveling down, a board falls off or something's not right, you can hit this and it'll stop the movement. If you pan down here, these 2 buttons, this is how you start the cycle, and this is how you raise your bottom jig. This is a moving object, this is a moving object. These all move, these clamp your boards in place when you hit your bottom jig. We'll do that in a moment. And this is a switch that actually swings this over. Notice when I flip it, this closes over, and this over here is actually turned to give you the new firing mechanism. This is the jig reset. When I hit this will open everything back up and give you the neutral position. This is your manual start and manual reverse and forward. Forward will be coming to you here. Let off of it and stop. Reverse it. There. This regulator here regulates the amount of air pressure your guns have. The guns are currently set at around 90-100 psi, and that's more than ample air pressure to fire the nail into the pallet. This is your switch that tells your guns to fire, or fires your guns when it hits the limit switches over there. This is where you valve your triggers in and out for each nail gun. Notice we have 3 guns. We have 1, 2, 3 valved in. The 4th gun's not valved in at the moment. It's not hooked up, so we have it shut off. Remember, on these valves, this way is off, this way is on. This is your dump valve. These are the air hoses that feed your air guns. Your main air pressure coming in should be somewhere around 120 psi. You should have around 100 psi on this regulator. This regulator here is what controls the down pressure your guns have against the pallet when it's firing nails. It should be at 25 psi and no more, because you want your guns to have the ability to bounce up and down as it goes over the pallet. So, as you can see, we have 3 stringers in place here. First thing we want to do, we want to raise this is called the bottom jig. This is for the bottom of the pallet. We simply hit that. Notice the board's clamped here. Stringers are secured, and these are spaced where we want our stringers to be. Our pallet's going to have 3 small boards on the bottom. So you would load your 3 boards up. Is that? Everything looks good. What's going to happen is the guns are going to come down. This is going to come down. It's going to fire the nails in line with the stringer. So we go to our cycle start. Hit cycle start. So the bottom board fell off. We stopped it. we're able to place it back on. And we're ready to resume the sequence again. Bottom boards in place. We now have the bottom boards nailed. We'll take the pallet, flip it over. We'll flip it over and change these here out. Now we have our 5 top deck boards on. We'll hit cycle start. Complete pallet.